Welcome to the engineering lecture series, where we explore how science, technology, and society intersect to shape the future of humanity. Today, I will be discussing a fascinating topic: the impact of artificial intelligence on religion in the next 10 years. As you can see, it is in form of a debate. It's going to be in form of a debate. I present my own side of what artificial intelligence can do to religion in the near future. While you present your own in the comment section, and if you want us to invite you for a live discussion, please state so in the comment section. Your anchor person remains Professor Michael C. Ndinechi. I'll be doing justice to this topic using the following outline. I will introduce the work, then go ahead to talk about how artificial intelligence has been aiding in digital religion and virtual worship. Then look at how artificial intelligence has been helping in the interpretation of sacred texts in religion. Then we look at what we call the virtual reality in religion. Then we see how artificial intelligence helps in that virtual reality. Of course, anytime we talk about artificial intelligence, it raises some ethical questions. So in this case, we'll be talking about ethical and theological dilemmas. Then we extend this artificial intelligence to the future of faith communities. I will then present my final thoughts and conclude. So we expect you to, be part of this and let us have what you think about all this in the comment section. It's going to be about 20 minutes to 30 minutes lectures so that you can, grasp. But while we go on, we ask so many questions that will be agitating the mind. Please subscribe to the engineering lecture series, turn on notifications for weekly lectures, share your thoughts in the comment section, and more importantly, join us in this discussion and let us know what you think. Do you think artificial intelligence will deepen or weaken faith? Let's go. Artificial intelligence, popularly known as AI, refers to the ability of machines to mimic human intelligence, that is, to think, learn, and act autonomously based on data. I always like to use this definition because it is very important to always have this at the back of our minds, that these machines think, learn, and act autonomously based on data given to them, which is why anytime we talk about artificial intelligence, we talk about ethical issues, because the person feeding the data can feed the wrong data. And if that is done, of course, the output becomes not what is desired, which in the computer parlance, we say garbage in, garbage out. So it is very important that we have this at the back of our mind when discussing any topic concerning artificial intelligence. So this artificial intelligence has already transformed many aspects of human life, ranging from healthcare to education, to finance and communication, from industrialization and manufacturing to safety and cloud security. But one question remains which we rarely ask, and that question is, how will AI influence spirituality and religion, which are some of humanity's oldest systems of meaning in the near future? It's a very big question. I will try to answer that. It may not be exactly the answer you will give when you face the same question. Please help us by putting that your own answer in the comment section. And like I said before, if you want us to invite you in a live program so that you express your own view, let us know in the comment section. We will gladly do that. But let me try to, prefer an answer to this question. It will not just be a yes or no answer. It will be, in form of a discussion. And that is why we call this AI and faith debate. So as AI systems become capable of simulating empathy, generating sacred texts, and guiding meditation, the line between technology and transcendence is becoming increasingly blurred. In this case, I hope we know what transcendence means. As we go on, I will try to throw more light on it. So, in the next 10 years, artificial intelligence will not only assist in daily life, but will also play a role in how people experience faith, interpret scriptures, and connect with their beliefs. The impact of this is that people may start finding new forms of comfort, especially those isolated or unable to attend traditional places of worship. This dependency on machines for spiritual advice might weaken personal spiritual discernment and jeopardize authentic community interaction. So let's quickly look at so far how this artificial intelligence is bringing people close to digital religion and virtual worship. We are already seeing the rise of virtual worshiping places and AI-powered religious chatbots that help followers learn prayers or interpret holy texts. So, if we have started seeing this, then imagine in the next 10 years what will happen. It means that there will start being AI-driven virtual religious assistants that could provide personalized spiritual guidance. People will now start depending on AI systems and virtual religious assistants instead of probably depending on their pastors or their general overseers to have spiritual guidance. They can, model their own spiritual guidance and make it personal to them. So, in this case, we can start seeing that augmented reality worship experiences might allow people to attend services from anywhere in the world. For instance, people can stay in Nigeria and decide to join the monks in the eastern part of the world. So AI can mean so much in the next 10 years. And also, we can now start seeing an AI-created sermons that could adapt messages to individual emotional and spiritual needs. In other words, people may no longer depend on theologians or their pastors to, look at their to attend to their spiritual and emotional needs. For instance, we have started seeing automated priests and virtual pastors that are delivering sermons and administering blessings on the people. This could make religion more accessible and inclusive, especially for people in remote or restricted regions. But while this is efficient and consistent, these systems of having automated priests and virtual pastors may lack genuine spiritual consciousness. The machines can imitate faith, but not embody it. So we look again at how this artificial intelligence can go further and help in the interpretation of sacred texts. Religious scholars we know spend years studying ancient texts, but with natural language processing like LLM, large language model virtual assistants, AI can now analyze scriptures in multiple languages, finding patterns, meanings, and connections that were once hidden, because it can now look at the text from the original language under which that religion emanated. And when it does that, having learned that language using the large language model virtual assistants, then it can find the patterns of things, the meanings of certain things that has changed over time with translations and connections that were once hidden. So in the next 10 years, we might see AI tools helping theologians uncover new interpretations, bridging ancient wisdom with modern understanding. However, this raises a lot of ethical questions. Who decides which interpretation is correct? Is it the AI now or the human scholar? Remember what we said? AI works on data, and there are large language model virtual assistants that helps AI to interpret things in the original languages. So when it interprets that, and the interpretation it is giving is different from what the human scholar, who is probably not from the original language sect, then which one do we believe that is correct? Is it the one AI is giving or the one the human scholar is giving? It's a question that is agitating the mind. So I will please implore you to give what you think will be the right thing in the comment section. Another question here can be, can a machine truly grasp the spiritual essence of faith? Remember, this machine is acting on data given to it and acts autonomously on its own. So, can this machine truly grasp the spiritual essence of faith? Because we know AI can also be a useful tool in the hands of fakes. So, if somebody, gives this AI fake or what is not the correct data, the question is, what happens under such circumstance? So we need you to be part of this because everybody is religious. How do you think this will affect you as a religious person? Then we talk of the virtual reality on ground. We know that AI-driven storytelling can immerse believers in historical religious experiences. Take, for example, an ardent Christian can walk virtually through ancient Jerusalem, visiting holy sites while staying thousands of kilometers away, and thereafter meditate in a simulated temple. Now, will you say that this Christian person had done the pilgrimage? Is he likely to get the blessings, the supposedly blessings attached with visiting holy sites in Jerusalem? The question is left for you to answer. But then he can say that he has also visited all the holy sites, although done virtually. You can now see that this simplifies access to knowledge, but also raises further questions about how sacred narratives are represented or altered. Then we come to the property, the ethical and theological dilemmas. And we say, here lies the challenge. If AI begins to teach or guide believers, we must ask, does it have the requisite authority or just information? Should AI systems be taught religious ethics to ensure moral decision making? Who bears responsibility when AI gives moral or spiritual advice that leads to spiritual harm? Many religious leaders argue that spirituality involves soul, consciousness, and divine connection. So, which aspects that machines cannot possess? We know that machines do not possess soul, do not possess consciousness, and divine connection, because we don't think that there will be divine revelations to the machines. Therefore, while AI can assist, it must never replace human conscience, empathy, or divine revelation. Now, what does the future hold for faith communities? AI could reshape how faith communities function. When we talk of faith communities, different sects of, religious worships. So in the next 10 years, we may see an AI-enhanced translations making scriptures instantly understandable in any language. When that happens, you can see that people start to understand on themselves instead of being explained to. Then we will start seeing that predictive algorithms will start helping religious organizations to plan, their outreach work, their charities, and all those things. Of course, we will also start seeing that amongst the faith communities, AI-powered holograms of religious figures used for education and storytelling will be, a commonplace. So people will, on their own, now, see what happens, some of those things that we are hidden for them or that are not very clear to them. And more importantly, we will start having digital congregations which will be forming around shared beliefs which will transcend geographical barriers. By this, we are looking at a future where faith communities will build and maybe a mega church will come up that will be based on digital congregations. People with like minds, people that believe in the same thing will, across the globe connect, digitally because they share the same belief. So geographical boundaries will no longer be an impediment. Yet, the deeper question remains, please help us to see how we answer this question. What is your thought? What is your take? Will AI bring people closer to God or make faith just a digital experience detached from human spirit? Because you have seen how AI now can help in various places. Will it bring people closer to God? For instance, a Christian that sits in his house and virtually visits all the holy sites, will you say that this AI has brought this person closer to God or make faith just a digital experience which is detached from human spirit? Continue. So, my thoughts on this is that the impact of artificial intelligence on religion will depend not only on technology but also on how humans choose to use it. So, it's a personal thing. How I choose to use it or how you choose to use it will be the main thing. So AI can be a tool for enlightenment or a tool for distraction from original belief. The choice will rest with you. So for you, is it an enlightenment or do you see it as a distraction from the original belief? The choice is yours. So in the next 10 years, the dialogue between faith and artificial intelligence will define a new era. That era will be the one where technology and spirituality will coexist, thereby guiding humanity toward both wisdom and innovation. While AI can simulate knowledge and empathy, it cannot experience transcendence, love, or divine consciousness. The transcendence here is where a believer, a worshiper moves beyond pain, physical possession, and seems to acquire internal peace. For different religions, transcendency mean different things. But no matter the religion you're practicing, can this AI, even though it is simulated to have knowledge and empathy, can it also experience this transcendence, love, or divine consciousness. It is left for us to see. So these are qualities that define human spirituality or human spiritual evolution: transcendence, love, and divine consciousness, divine revelation. Therefore, the future challenge will be to use AI as a tool for enlightenment and not a substitute for it. We may need ethical AI religious governance to ensure that it doesn't become a weapon of exploitation. In conclusion, therefore, artificial intelligence influence on spirituality and religion will be profound, thereby expanding access, redefining rituals, and stimulating philosophical reflections. The key will be to strike a balance between embracing technological advancement while safeguarding the essence of human faith, compassion, and the pursuit of divine revelation. Thank you for watching this episode of Engineering Lecture Series. If you found this discussion insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking explorations of science, technology, and society. Please do not forget to try to provide your own thoughts on the questions raised in the comment section. Thank you for watching.